Welcome to CLB's digital series, Where Are We Now? I am your host, Jocelyn Hunter, CLB's Senior Director of Communications. Thanks to our listeners for tuning in. A warm welcome to our guest, Joyce Brooks. Welcome, Joyce.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Certainly. And for all of our listeners, Joyce is a CLB alum consumer and an active CLB ambassador and community educator, speaking to various community stakeholders about how she is able to successfully navigate life while being visually impaired. Joyce, how did you first get connected to CLB?
Well, it started, I think it was more or less near 2008. I had series of surgeries because my retina detached. After my surgeries, my doctor referred me to Columbia Lighthouse because I asked him, I said, so eventually I'm going to have no sight. So where do I go from here? Well, the only thing I can tell you that I know about is Columbia Lighthouse. So I made an appointment and got an assessment, and I went from there.
Thank you for giving us that glimpse into the origin of your journey here to CLB. And you have been advocating for yourself for a number of years. From the onset, you were advocating, speaking directly to your medical doctor about what's next, where do I go from here? And
Mhm.
commendable that your doctor recommended immediately Columbia Lighthouse for the Blind.
Yes, he did. And with that being said, I figured there was some hope, because losing your sight is very traumatical because it's a loss. And I hadn't lost all my sight, but it's changing now. But once I went to Columbia Lighthouse, I met some wonderful people, and they started me off with mobility training. And you guys were the one that gave me my first white cane, in which I resisted to no end, but now it's my best friend.
Oh, isn't that a testament to CLB and to you, Joyce,
Yes,
for recognizing the value of your cane and your training, and now it's your companion piece.
yes. My eyes. It's definitely my eyes. Yeah. I haven't given it a nickname, but it's definitely my eyes. Yes. I went through a lot. I had bruises from falling and just being hard headed. But again, I complied. One of the things they did, they taught me mobility training. And I'm not a good person with north, east, south, and west, but they
Uh-huh.
got me incremented. I had a student from a college, and she was there with CLB doing an internship. And I'm telling you, she really encouraged me when I was ready to throw in the towel. I can't do this. This is too hot. I can't figure out north from south. She said, Miss Joyce, you're going to do this. You're going to be okay. I got through it. I did all my mobility training, and it gave me good skills because I can teach others as well now.
I love that full circle moment. Always inspiring, motivating others. What are some specific program highlights that you've experienced with CLB over the years? Ways in which you've been able to stay connected, even as we coin it now, an alum of our services. What are some current ways that you stay engaged, or again, some program highlights?
I can start off with Circle of Friends. That was my introduction to Victoria Hamilton. And I met her. She had the meetings in which we still have after her death. We still have, and Sean Calloway is the orchestrator of that support group. But I tell you, she was wonderful. She was a godsend. She really encouraged me. She actually came to my house and lifted me up, showed me different things to enhance me in the kitchen, gave me the long gloves because I was burning myself, showed me cooking skills. She would get me out and say, you know what? You getting out of here today. You're going to learn to do things different. That's what she used to say to me all the time. It's going to be okay, Joyce. You just have to learn how to do things different. So, with that concept, it's like you gave me wings and I've been flying ever since. I've accepted my blindness. We would meet. And that's what she had the program called Circle of Friends. It's
Uh-huh.
exactly what it says. It was a circle of people like me going through blindness. So we would have different topics, and she would say to me, because I live right down the street, I can walk back and forth. So she would tell me, get in touch with your local people in your area, like the sheriff department, the fire department. And we would engage and get them to come in. We would learn about safety. We would learn about the scams that exist. We would get a
Yes.
couple of people from the area, in the area stores, that got introduced to how to deal with blind people and giving us the right service that we demand and need. So I got very close to her. I think that circle of friends have doubled since we had it, still have it, and we memorialize her every year. It's coming up, and I think it's like May, June time frame. We'll try to get all the people that was part of the group that have kind of dropped off and get engaged with them to come back. And you guys are definitely welcome to come back and help us celebrate Miss Victoria Hamilton.
Thank you, Joyce. And thank you for that tribute to the late Victoria Hamilton, a longtime CLB employee and social worker case manager.
Yes, yes. And she gave up her heart. She gave up her spirit. She was in it. Her job meant a lot. She went way beyond her job because I would talk to her late at night, early in the morning, at my downtime when I need it. And that's what it's about, the support. We need the support, and we got it. And
Yeah.
Sean is doing a wonderful job as well.
Yes, he is. She left a tremendous legacy, and we are so grateful that her legacy is continuing to be fulfilled in the lives of many people we serve through Sean's service, leading Circle of Friends now as well. And it has had tremendous impact on our community. And Joyce, you also are connected with CLB's volunteer program. What has
Oh,
that experience been like?
I think with my situation personally, I don't take it like that. We have to advocate, we have to support one another because we like people going through this thing called blindness. Everyone doesn't receive it well. So we have to take the time and reach one, teach one, because all that I went through didn't happen overnight. And it was the support of Columbia Lighthouse for the Blind and other identities that have gotten me through. So, with the volunteers, I have been part of the support group that you guys have had. I have my own support group. So, with that being said, I'm able to refer people to you.
Well, Joyce, we certainly do appreciate your advocacy and you leading by example and spurring different community groups to join in receiving services, to supporting the work that we do, and being available to speak to different individuals about the value of the mission that we have here at Columbia Lighthouse for the Blind. And I know as one of my program areas with our volunteer program, You also are bringing much joy to our volunteers. And in the past, when we've hosted different community events and fundraising events, you've been there to celebrate and to recognize CLB's longstanding commitment to service and improving the lives of people who are blind or visually impaired. And we look forward to celebrating our upcoming event anniversary with you in just a few months. And again, it's always a pleasure to connect with you. And congratulations on the success that you continue to have.
And you know what, Jocelyn? I have to say, I have many T-shirts that said volunteer, Columbia Lighthouse. And I used to enjoy that. I can look back on all the wonderful activities. I went golfing, and it just goes on and on. You would have the silent auctions. We were so engaged. I think about the walk you used to have at the stadium. And I really enjoyed that because we got people to get out and get involved. It was so, so good. And it helped so many people. Like I said, we have to learn how to do things different and we have to get out. And you guys get the people out. And that's what I've gone to so many things. I can remember going to different activities outside in which a lot of our groups we don't do that. But you engage in getting us out there, getting on the metro, getting on the bus, getting on the train. I did all that with Columbia Lighthouse. And there's no other identity that I've done that with. So you believed in getting us out and introducing us to things that we thought we could never do, not having sight. So I applaud that. I really do. And I look forward to your anniversary. I do. And I'll take another T-shirt.
Great. Thank you. Always know we can count on you, Joyce. Thank
Yeah.
you. Well, I have no doubt, Joyce, that you have not failed to motivate even more listeners today on this series of Where Are We Now? And I thank you, Joyce, again for sharing your incredible story and inspiring us and uplifting us once again. For our listeners, please contact CLB at clb.org or call us at 240-737-5100 to learn more about CLB and our services. We want you to get involved. Thank you all so much for listening. And Joyce, again, we thank you.
Well, I appreciate you, Jocelyn, for inviting me to do this. And anytime that I can be of service to CLB, you were my first. You opened that door for me. So I found where the yellow brick road was. And so I'm up and running.
Well, we thank you.
You're more than welcome. Be blessed and have a good rest of your day.